Hello. So I think it's this like we're gonna call it onshore flow because many of my German friends and stuff are still kind of having warm weather, but they're starting to call it this is football weather, not like we are dying in football weather. And meanwhile, we're having like rain clouds coming through. Like yesterday, it didn't at all, but it threatened it. Saturday, it did sprinkle a little bit while I was at the gym, and today I've seen wetness like drops show up on windows, but now they're gone. But anyways, I was getting a little sad because on Sunday and Thursday nights we have to close these because otherwise neither of us can get to sleep very effectively. We have to darken the room. So I'm heading. So I've marked on the calendar what I've been doing because I was like, oh, I'm putting stuff in to my thing. So you guys see, I've got swim, chest, legs. It was yesterday, and I'll do plyo sprints today. Tomorrow will be the day off. Don't know what I'll do that day. The body just needs full-blown rest. I mean, and then 1, 2, 3, chest again. Legs, I know it's a little bit further than I should be, but if I try to not do them on the same schedule, then things get. And then I trying to keep swimming on Friday, so things will move according to that. Because there's a nice big open time from like 3:30 until 8 that I can go swimming. So if I can like record the video and then go swimming at like 4 and like nobody's in the pool at that time, it'd be really good. Researching some things on the Google from things I've seen on the Twitter, and I'm trying not to generalize to the entire anime community, but it just is so prevalent, those things, that it just like, I guess it's sort of like when you see the guys doing the stuff at the border for the United States, and you hear all the stuff about MAGA, and you try to not generalize it to the rest of America. Yeah, it's like I can kind of do it for the Americans and the, MAGA thing, but it's like, and I'm trying to figure out how to do it, but it's just like, it's on that level of just terrible. And in terms of the animes, it's so bad against women. Part of it is because I've seen some ads when I'm doing like Idle Minor Tycoon or whatever on my phone while I'm going to the bathroom or whatnot, and I do an ad to get a boost. So I see like anime games with like ungodly sized breasts and stuff, and I just like, and then these girls are in very tortured positions. I'm like, what the hell? What the hell? I understand this is a small part of the community, but why is this considered a game that you're trying to appeal to? And I'm trying to just like chill on that. By the way, these little crackers are pretty good. The best way I can describe them is the cracker has the consistency of chicken and a biscuit. Like, it's held together, but the moment you like take your tongue and you press it against the roof of your mouth, it crumbles to dust. Does that make sense? It doesn't break apart. It's kind of like a Ritz. But the reason why I say it's not like a Ritz is because these have that intense flavor that comes with chicken and a biscuit. Except this isn't chicken or whatever that flavor is supposed to be. This one is specifically cheese. Sorry, fromage. The first language it puts everything in, it's got French, Belgium, Netherlands, ISMT. That's all English. Okay. Italian, España, PT, Portugal, SEDKNO. Oh, Dane. Gotcha. Norway, Sweden, and Denmark, and then Finland. It's got like all the languages, so it's sold all over Europe, but they're basically chicken and a biscuit. I don't know the Mondelez International. God, I'd hope they'd be international, serving in that many languages. I mean, I understand that Amsterdam is a multicultural city, but not that bad to warrant that many languages. It's so funny because it's just, I'm gonna go shopping here. Probably bakery and then shopping, and I'll take my bag and my bottles and whatnot. Alright, for those of you that aren't necessarily following the AFBN on Instagram or Facebook or anything, and you rely on me for your information about Dutch football, the Crusaders won the Tulip Bowl yesterday. Yeah. Now the question is, am I going to trash them? No. Between the Pit Bulls, the Cobras, and a couple other teams and listening to people, I'm really tired of teams like the Raiders, who, yeah, they need to get knocked down a peg, and I get really angry at that. Because I basically have heard from many people, not going to name names, that the only reason another team was able to win the Tulip Bowl is because the Crusaders were not in Eredivisie. They were still in AFBN because that's something different, but they were the international team. And to an extent, it's much like the Patriots. Like, when I first started looking at NFL stuff, I was like, ooh, Patriots, because of Julian Edelman. I had no idea about their record or the perceived cheating. So, yeah. It's not that I really hate the Patriots. I'm tired of the same thing over and over. You know? And people then vocalize that online to saying, I hate the Patriots because they always win. Well, do you hate the Patriots because they always win? Or do you dislike the fact that it's the same different year? Because I totally agree with that one. I'm just not fond of it. It's like watching the same storyline over and over. Because I guess after a fashion I worry that the cycle can't be broken. Because I understand marketing to an extent, how things work, like name brands and stuff. And as it goes, people see one thing, and obviously they expect a consistent. Now I know that sounds weird, because what, why, huh? So, and I know that royally sounds weird because, like, it makes sense in my head. When you've got new players, obviously they want to go to the winning team. And it sucks because I saw this in semi-pro back in the States, where people would join teams, even if they weren't that good, just so they could ring ride or ring chase. Willie did not do that, although a lot of people consider him to have done that from the Cobras, but, you know, that's probably why they stopped liking me, is because I was defending him. That he left because, as Willie had told me, many guys were on the Raiders to ring chase. And then they could walk around amongst their friends and be like, yeah, we won the championship. But the person really did nothing. And I understand that there's not that many football players within the Netherlands. So it's really hard to pad a roster on the Crusaders to get ring riding, you know? It's like, I care about the other teams and I want to have competition, but I don't want to have like the king, the crap, and a bunch of fighting in between. I'd like to have somewhat equality amongst things, like, you know? I don't want to have the Internet Explorer eating paste and then, okay, I don't know what the best, that was a terrible thought there. You get what I mean? It's like, you know, because it's like, oh, gee, I live in Amsterdam. I could technically, like I do, go play for a number of teams that are within a short ride. You know, whether it be in a car or on a train or bike or whatever. And it's just like, they choose the winning team, I guess. And it just, I don't know. I'm frustrated that the Crusaders won. Not that because we didn't win, is because now it's gone to their heads. And to be fair, it'll be great next year to knock them down a peg or whatnot. But it's just like, within the Portland area, it was like the Raiders. It was like, everyone wanted to beat them because, it's just like, I understand the little man of trying to topple the mountain, but it's frustrating the fact that the mountain is there and that there's no, everyone's fighting for second place. To be fair, you don't think that, but as it is, you know, year after year after, like, yeah. So I'm gonna check out the weather, figure out what's going on. I don't want to be sprinting in the rain, but if I have to, I will. If it's like gonna rain at like 3, then I'll probably go do that first, then go to the gym and ride out the rain. So I'm gonna figure out my weather stuff. It takes so long for this camera to start. I feel icky and gross. But it's just the field. I did 8. You do the math of 8 times 64. Hint, 8 and 6 is 48. 8 and 4 is 32. If you can't figure out how to put those together, welcome to youth football. So, one of the funny things, there's a grass field on the other side. Bikes right there. There's a road that goes past both these fields and then out to the road there. The field on the other side of that is grass. As I was riding in, they were watering it. Big old farm sprinkler, like right in the center of the dot. Just chucking water all over the place. And I was like, wow, that's got a lot of power behind it. A lot of water. Where are they getting? They're pumping it out of the slocha, which is right next to it. I just, didn't dawn on me. I mean, obviously the water's gonna go back in there eventually because it's a lower part of the land. So when I just pump it out of there, pump it out on the grass, and then let it slope back in the slocha, it's ultimate recycling.